minutes to 8 on 3AW. Sadly, Australia got beaten in tragic sort of circumstances by Japan in the Asian Cup over the weekend. But stories are starting to emerge about the way this game was conducted from a spectator point of view, especially given that this is the nation that defeated us in their quest for the 2020 World Cup of soccer. Rachel Morris is an Australian living in Doha. Hi there, Rachel.
Hi, how are you?
Good. You had a ticket for the Asian Cup final between Australia and Japan at Khalifa Stadium in Doha on the weekend. How was the game?
Didn't see it live. Ended up back at the pub later on and watching the last watching extra time.
How did you not get in, given that you had a ticket?
Well, there was a lot of confusion going on, but basically they shut the gates very early. And wouldn't allow ticket holders in. At a press conference today, they claimed they shut the gates 5 minutes after the game started, but most of us outside heard both the Australian and the Japanese and the Qatari national anthems being played. And my recollection is, as a sports fan, that you generally play the anthems before the kickoff.
That's fairly,
as a rule,
fairly observant. How many people were affected?
Well, I was outside. I saw, probably several thousand. At the press conference today, they were allegedly saying that there were 700 or so. I think it was significantly more than that. A lot of people, when they realised they couldn't get in, just left. But there were lots of people milling around outside, and they did boost security significantly. In a country like this, you do notice when, police on horseback and others start turning up to apparently control the crowd.
But what is the actual
measure?
What is the actual? It was called a security measure. That was it, was it? So that people with a ticket that had paid for were not able to get in. Are you going to get a refund?
Well, they say today that they're considering a refund, and we should make complaints on the website. But I tried today and wasn't able to do that. I didn't get any response. And it was, they say it was security, but, I've been to I've lived here a while, I've lived in the Middle East a while, and I've been to plenty of events where quite significantly high-profile people have gone to, and there's not really a problem getting in or out.
These thousands of people that you talk about who are milling about outside the ground who couldn't get in, did they all appear to be ticket holders?
Nearly every single one of them was carrying tickets. And I spoke to several people who, particularly fathers, who were outside, whose wives had gone inside, and they were outside with the kids. The wives had obviously gone to get the seats and settle in, and they were locked out. And the wives were inside, and the dads and the kids were locked out.